Hey, we're back from the break. We have Steve on the phone. Steve,
Yes.
thank you for calling in. What can we do for you?
Well, I just want to kind of inform the viewers. I got back from my physical therapy today. I got arthritis real bad in the lower back. And I noticed that what worked real good for me was that TENS machine. And my therapist told me that that TENS machine was covered by Humana, and he's gonna put me in for one, so I don't have to pay for one.
Yes.
So I mean, I just wanted to inform the viewers that if they need a TENS machine, they could probably get it free through Medicare, and probably Senior Dimensions might do the same thing. I don't know.
Well, I mean, it's a medical device, so if we as physicians write a prescription for it, there has to be a good reason for the TENS unit being used, and each individual plan, if Medicare wants to pay for that, yes, and you take it to if you had straight Medicare, you take it to a durable medical equipment supplier who goes and gets that TENS and supplies the pads and all the issues that go with it. If you're with a Medicare Advantage plan, such as Humana or one of those other plans, and they may provide it for you, and hopefully they will. And Senior Dimensions might be through their own physical therapist or things of that nature. So, yes, you have to understand the insurance company that you have and how they look at those things.
They all work differently, Steve.
Okay. Well, you know what I noticed is I've been going to this physical therapy now for about 2 months, and I also go to the gym, and I've learned the exercises they do, and stuff like that, and I'm feeling real good, and they put me in a machine that pulls you apart, some kind of exercise, but I got that at home where you tip upside down. I got an Virgin thing, and but I noticed the only thing I don't have is that TENS machine, and then when I found out, I was looking at the TENS machines. They're kind of expensive. They can go from $500 to $3,500 bucks. I was looking on the internet, and then I researched more that a lot of your Medicare and some of your Advantage plans will pay for your TENS machine, and so I just thought that was valuable information. I wanted to share it.
Well, thank you, Steve.
Yeah, no, that's good. And sometimes you get there eventually through your doctor will figure it out. The physical therapist, usually they put them on you, and it responds, and it certainly helps you, and that's good. I don't think, as long as the medical device is safe to be used at home, then that's good. I would caution you from using the TENS unit day in and day out, only from the standpoint that, number one, it may mask something else, and that's very important to realize, that masking your symptoms, because the whole thing, the reason it's working is confusing those input signals to the higher cortex from pain. So it's feeling the vibration and blocking the pain fibers. So yes, you're going to be more mobile, and yes, you're going to be more active, but you also might be blocking something that needs to be taken care of.
That you need to feel.
Yeah.
And those nerves will eventually facilitate. I would caution you, Steve, on the inversion table to make sure that you're make sure you're using that properly, because if you're Medicare age, you got to be pretty careful on those things.
Yeah, I just go about 60 degrees for about 5 minutes. I don't go. I was cautioned by a doctor also. In fact, it was a doctor that's a family member that cautioned me to not go too steep of a decline. And I mean, I like the TENS better than the other alternative, which is these pain pills. I mean, I had to trim a tree the other day, and I had to take, I get pain pills just by asking, and I don't try to use them too much, and I got, I took a couple pain pills just to do some tree trimming, and it seems so far when I was going to this physical therapy on the TENS thing, I mean, I agree with you on the masking thing. It does mask it, but I think a little bit more healthier than pain pills.
Oh, absolutely. No, there's no argument there. I just said whenever you block pain fibers, such as, I mean, the analogy would be if you have diabetic neuropathy and you have numbness in your feet. You're not going to notice when you have an injury to the toes or a necrotic area and things of that nature. So you might be walking on your feet with an ulcer and not know it because it's not painful, and you actually do more damage to your feet, more disruption of tissue, greater chance for infection. That's kind of the analogy of using the TENS unit. But when you're comparison to pain pills, I mean, that's a no-brainer. Anything you can use that doesn't require first of all, the scrutiny and the problems of using opioids, the addiction, the hyperalgesia, which is a term meaning increasing pain that happens when the medication leaves. You're not going to have that problem with the TENS unit. But for every treatment, there is a good side and a bad side.
And once
Yeah,
again,
you know, as far as my doctor, every now and then say they need more pain pills, Steve, and I say no, I don't. I'm okay.
They're forcing them on you.
I use them for. I just use them when I have to do something. I mean, if I got to change the oil in the car, well, I'll take a couple pain pills. I got trunk pain, I'll take a couple pain. But you know, you give me what do they give me? About 120 pain pills. I mean, shoot, basically I have to throw them out because they'll expire, and then I'll order some more. But it's I try my best. I know they're Band-Aids, and I try just to tough it out and go from there.
And you know, pre-treating yourself with activity for pain medications is really, I understand why you're doing it, but I don't think that's also the correct avenue to go, because you're being active on pain medication, so that
which can increase the problem.
Yeah, so you're absolutely masking. The pain medication should be used after the activity if the pain is there and you need it. So sometimes more frequent slow activity, you could actually overdo it because you're blocking the pain there too. So I understand why you're doing it, because if you engage in a certain activity, I don't want to hurt. But if it's a daily activity of living and you know you have to take it before that, then yes, maybe so. The only time I would use that, Steve, if you're going under wound care. I mean, if you had an open wound and you were coming in for treatment and debridement, yes, you want to pre-medicate yourself for it. But I would, and I don't know that you do that, but I would caution you not to take pain medication before activities that you think might generate pain, because you may not have it and you may hurt yourself worse.
I see where you're coming from, but you know, it's kind of I got one of those. I'm one of those people that have an addictive personality, so I have to be real careful. And
yeah.
I'm addicted to enough things already. I don't want to be. You know, I got friends that got addicted to opiates, and I don't want to do that. And
well, then
so
your pre-treatment of pain medication along with prior activity is part of that mindset of an addict.
Yeah.
Okay, and so that right there tells me that you need to stop doing that and only use it if you need it.
that's what I do. I only use it. In fact, I'll tell you what, doctor. I've used probably, well, this month I trimmed a tree and I took 2 pain medications. And the prescription says to use 2 a day, but the whole damn month I used 2. And my deal is I know what I am. You know, I'm I can get addicted real easy, so I just take it. If I have to do something, actually I'm a cheapskate also. I do something like, if I don't want to pay someone to trim my tree, I know how to do it. Or if I want to lay some floor tile, I know how to do it. I'll take a couple pain medications to do the job and be done with it.
Yeah, well, that's good. I mean, if you're not using a lot of that medication, then I'd say it's not an issue. And but the way you described it to me, just pre-treating yourself is a setup for a problem. And
yeah, if I took it like it was prescribed to me, it's prescribed like 1 or 2 pills a day as needed. If I did that, shoot, I'd be taking it by the handfuls. I mean, I know my personality.
Well, yeah, and we're going to go to break pretty soon, but I told the patient earlier today, I mean, there is no limit to what I can prescribe. I can prescribe you 1,000,000 of anything, but there is a limit to what the
Your body
pharmacies
can
will fill and what you can reasonably take. So thank you for the call, Steve. We're going to
Thanks,
go to
Steve.
break, and feel free to call again if you need anything. Thank you.